Welcome, everyone, to our Monday, December 1st, Healing Our Maternal Lineage. We've done this many times within the Sacred Ground Collective community, and some of you may have been involved with some of those circles. But during 2026, I felt it was really important that we really focus on the healing of the maternal lineage, the healing of the paternal lineage, to free up those beings who are in other worlds who have changed and are still locked in to limits that they were involved with in life. So the intention of these first of the month Mondays is freeing them, because when they're free, we're free. When they're trapped, we're trapped. So welcome to our time together. So the first thing we're going to do is set space. So in whatever way you feel comfortable sitting there, make sure your physical body feels like it's supported well, because it is the very, very instrument that gives you the power to create life, to design, and to be here healing. Needs to stretch, do so. And we ask that those beings in those unseen worlds we call spiritual, who have charge of caring for those physical body vibrational systems, organizations, etc., that they be here caring for that bodysuit while we do the work we're going to be doing. Sharon Raji Maynard here, and I'm so glad to be with you today. We meet here on the ground of sacred sovereignty, a space that has been declared, designed, held in strong boundaries of love, compassion, home harmonics, all that is good, the support, the guidance, the clarity, the connections to those divine homes that we come from, all have been designed within the sacred space of sovereignty. So as we sit here in this circle on planet Earth, we first give gratitude and appreciation to Gaia for allowing us to be here in her field of life, with her voice of authority, to work together to restore the magnificence that has been crushed for generations of time, both within our heritage of our motherline and within her elements and creations. We stand together in that declaration of outcome, restored to our soul's harmonics, brilliance, and divine home family. We are here connected to those teams, family members, ascended ones, whatever names they have taken on as they've gone beyond our earth life into that world of spirit. We are grateful for their presence with us, for the channels we have to them that are secure, that are unique, that have total integrity to the good of home. We know that Gaia and her creations, her elements, the directions we feel and work from here all have similar boundaries and connections. We are one in this day, in this circle, doing this work. Because of the intention of our time together, we open the field of blessed good, of that divine field of good that is there to hold our ancestral lineage, those who are ready, who are here to be included in this work. We ask that they feel very safe, secure, loved to come into this circle with us. With that, we ask to be lifted up out of any toxicity of Earth life into that world, that fourth world of closer to home, connected, loved. From there, we will do our work, our interactions, and lessons. With that, our circle is set, and we are ready to be with our ancestrals and their pain, confusion, hopelessness, powerlessness, but great enthusiasm in the hope for new. And so it is. And we're going to bring ourselves into this circle in a unique way. Every one of you are a pillar of light that we have declared by intention and clarity, anchoring home, light, here, wherever you are on the planet, like a network, conscious, aware, committed. Wherever that light shines as a pillar, it radiates out beyond you. So the impact will be greater because we're together, but you alone have that as your presence. Good. With this circle, I'm going to invite you to take a moment, and when we're ready, we'll bring ourselves into the circle. You'll say your name, where you are on the planet, and the sense that you have of your ancestral line is here with you. And it may be a grandmother or a long line of grandmothers. Who is here with you as that connection to the greater? So we place ourselves, we claim the presence we're at, and who or what group do you get a sense of from your ancestral line being here with you? So with that, I'm going to begin, and I have to think a minute, so you may have to think a minute too. So Sharon Raji Maynard, I'm here on Woodby Island in the state of Washington. This is very different than I usually work, because I usually work with beings who are way out there, but who I sense closely with me today are my mother, who died young and certainly didn't have the advantages that we have, and my paternal grandmother, who always painted things every spring in green. I sense 2 daughters, and grateful to be here with them and with you. So let's just take a breath and hold that space. And feel that connection. What happened to you when you felt their presence? And before we move anywhere else, what is it? What is it that they would like to say to you in this moment? What is it what it might be, a word, it might be a picture, it might be a feeling that you have to put words to. I'm going to give you a moment. And capture those words in some fashion in your journal, on a notepad. Capture them. So close your eyes and get a sense of yourself in this circle with these women in the circle and with the ancestors that have come to be with us in this particular point, at this point, this moment. And the survival techniques, the trauma, the limit, all that our ancestors went through and then we lived within, was necessary for survival to happen. And in that survival, there was pain. And yet, so locked out of ways out of the pain that maternal power was often not able to be what they had hoped it could be. And we understand there was never anything wrong with them. They did what they had to do for us to be here. They walked with the pain, the limit, as much as they could, so that we could be here, their daughters, granddaughters, and great-granddaughters. Why are we here? To find ways to free us, and therefore free them, and therefore free the future. We bless them and thank them and include them now in what we now know. So these pains and patterns of survival and pain and struggle have been repeating for generations of time. And patterns will continue to repeat and escalate and expand. Patterns of violence and limit and discounting are patterns of strength and wholeness and greater good. In this moment, we stand together to end what caused the pattern of pain, violence, treachery, rape, all that was done to those of our star soul members in female bodies, specifically in our lineage. In order to do that, we're going to travel back in time, each of us, to be shown a situation in which we can bring our new knowledge, our restored selves, into that old situation, thereby eliminating, dissolving the codes of entrapment as we plant the seeds of female grandeur. Take a breath. And here we are in this circle of sovereign space. Each one of us connected to a chakra system, a DNA system, totally upgraded to what was originally intended, which means our solar plexus chakra is alive and well, hosted by Sophia. Power to speak into the heavens and be answered. So each of you, just in your imagination, sense that circle of sisters, the Sophia Collective, be here with us. And that includes your ancestors who are with you. And we each have placed upon our shoulders, upon our head, a cloak, a cape, jewelry that is azure in color, for the Sophia sisters exist in the Azure Mountains, the planet with azure mountains, and they come and include us in that energy with that cloak, with those jewelries, with a cape. And we, each one of you, also has a team that will journey with you back in time to be shown a situation in which women were trapped, harmed, coded, a situation that you, with your Sophia sisters, will change. So look around. There's you, there's your ancestors. There is a guide, maybe a group of guides. You can trust these beings. They have been vetted before this circle began. They're going to move you into that time slip, what we on Earth call time, to move you back to the count of 3, to a situation that you will change. Situation will contain your ancestor. It will be a female in a situation with other females waiting for your voice. So with that, just allow yourself to move with your team, your guides, and your ancestors here. Now be lifted up above your home, gently lifting you above the clouds, warm, so supported. You may be lifted just with the air, or you may be on a winged one. Whatever mode is best for you, that time slip is secured. When you are there, you will feel it drawing you back in time to the count of 1. Further back to the count of 2. Notice how you're feeling. Now be present, trust your health. You're not alone. Back in time to the count of 3. At the count of 3, you are moved very gently back onto the planet. And notice when you land on the planet, what do you have on your feet and what are you wearing for clothing? If you have a journal, you want to answer the prompts, you can. What are you wearing? Are you in the female body? And what age do you get a sense of being? Remember, you are here from the circle in the future, us, as an observer first. Look around, move forward with your group. Your guide will move you till a situation is there for you to see. What is it that you see in front of you? Where are the women that are your family? And look at the situation. Is it a situation of harm, of violence, of fear? Or is it an experience where there's amazing, wonderful things happening? It could be either. So if it's a situation where good, really good, wonderful, delightful things are happening, raise your hand. Because you are being shown how life had been before the invasion happened. So now ask, be moved forward. Now you've got a sense of how magnificent women and family was together. Thank you for that. Now move yourself forward and tell them to take you to the future from that moment where the harm appeared. See what is happening. I'm going to give you a couple of moments to be in that situation, observing. You don't have to feel it, but you might want to write it down. What is happening in that situation? Is it a family? Is it a village? What is happening? And who do you see or sense as your ancestor? The sense of the feelings. Write them down if you're writing. Notice how those ancestors who came with you, who were here with you today, how are they feeling? Listen to them, write it down. So you have been shown something in your past, maybe 100 years, 200,000 in your past, in your maternal line, that begin a change, downward light. You see it. You have greater understanding. and you turn with your family members you brought with you, mothers, your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, and with the Sophia that you brought with you, and you say, freeze frame the situation. Freeze frame the situation. I've seen enough. Freeze frame. Stop it in its tracks. The situation. I've seen enough. Freeze frame. Stop it in its tracks. Now you have something that your ancestors did not have, and that is connection to Sophia and the great sisterhood and collective that she holds. You come with a voice of authority. Before you move into the situation, ask to be shown what happened going forward from that situation. How did it impact the mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers? Something is happening in that situation. They made choices, they had experiences, things got stored, things got eliminated. Where did that situation take your maternal line? Just get that bit of information and write it down. Now hold hands with Sophia. Assure your mother, your grandmothers, your great-grandmothers, your auntie who came with you, assure them that they're going to be okay. You and the Sophia sisters move toward that old ancient circle and say to the women, I am here. I am here. Your granddaughter from the future, I am here. Can I approach your circle? Get permission to come into their circle. Whatever had been trying to damage, harm them is frozen. And once you have permission to come into that circle, raise your hand. Permission to come into the circle. Move forward with Sophia and your great-grandmothers and your grandmothers. If the circle is still a little bit nervous, have them watch this expanded experience of these other women you are in circle with. They can watch like watching a Zoom. So we come into that circle and we stand and we say to the circle, I am here from the future, bringing to you what you need in this moment, what you didn't have because it had been crushed. And that is the power of Sophia to have all that would crush life, good, female creations, children, resources, that would crush it all. I bring back that authority to you. And Sophia steps forward and she says to this circle of women, sisters, I so am grateful for the strength you had. To limit yourself, but to survive what you had to survive. And I am here to say it is ended now. And everyone in that ancient circle has a Sophia sister holding her, putting a coat of azure on her. Now, that circle is a little confused, but boy, do they hope. Boy, do they hope. And each one of them is given a staff and a sword. Sophia says to them, sisters, the space you are in, your body, your home, your community, your family, your planet, and more is yours. And this staff is a staff of ownership by divine assignment. We put it into the ground right where you are at. You are a pillar. We own space, all fields of life. And they do. And they put it in the ground. And then she said, and this sword, which was taken from you, is your connection of authority voice into the heavens and beyond. It is a connection, clear, sharp, secured. Anything that you sense that would take away life, bring in damage, bring in rape, bring in violence, bring in separation, that is anything contrary to home energy, with that sword in the sky, and just call in the teams of we are one and say deep 6. Now notice this ancient circle. They've been experiencing that invader type energy and they have not known what to do. Now they know what to do. So we unfreeze the outsider energy and let it begin to try to take over. And Sophia and you lead that staff in the ground. This is mine. You look them in the eye. This is mine. Sword into the sky. And we know who you are. We know your intention. And we say, not in my space. Not allowed. Deep 6. And watch. In your imagination, watch. That awful, dark, sticky, menacing energy cloud. Might struggle, might try to fight. You just hold firm. You just hold firm. Not allowed. Your ancient grandmothers hold firm and they start to smile and they say, not allowed. And watch. Notice those maternal beings you brought with you. See that they're clothed, they're cloaked, staff in the ground, sword in the sky. You see them, the smile they have. And that dark, ugly coding that had underpinned your family from that moment forward is gone. It is puffed away like dust. You stand with that sword in the sky and staff in the ground and stand in the female power to design, and you say, the life field that I live within, that my family lived within, that humanity lives within, resonates with the total expanding energies of home harmonics of good. I so declare. From this moment on, I so declare. Just notice what happens. What is that circle doing? What is your maternal ancestor doing? They feel blessed by you. And then we say to them, you now have been restored to the Sophia, the female mission, to bringing home harmonics here. You've been restored. Please begin to teach your daughters, your granddaughters, your great-granddaughters. Move that newness forward in time as we are moving it backward in time. We are together in this work. So gather in what it is you are experiencing, what they say to you, you to them. Get ready to begin your journey back to this circle. Do that when you feel complete and connected from that ancient time. When you're ready, bring yourself back to one. Gently being guided back to. Knowing that as you travel, there is a difference being made all along your genetic timeline. Moving back to 3, to being present here in this time and circle. Now, as you bring together what your experience has been and write it in your journal, this work and these connections, these blessings are now yours. In this moment, that past has changed. Those energies are available to you. Those connections can partner with you to build. May you know the magnificence that we are together. Blessings.